Okay, so good evening, everyone. We are starting with day three, but we'll be completing the day two module two, right? So I'm just sharing my screen. Kaushal, do you have any doubts? Your mic is on.
Yes, ma'am, I will ask in the end of the class.
Okay. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
No?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Whoever has said no, kindly check your internet. Okay, so just a quick recap of what we have done yesterday. So we have understood the types of data that we can work in GIS, right? Raster and vector. Now it is clear to all of you all what kind of data we call as raster data and what is vector. So we didn't deal with raster much, but vector, we have understood how many types of vector data we can make. Point, polyline, polygon, right? After that, I have asked you to create the folder and connect it with the GIS interface using catalog. I hope you all have done this part. Yeah. And then we have discussed the multiple sources for the base imagery, right? So I'm simply going to open my ArcMap. I'm going to open the file that I have created yesterday only. We are not going to create any new file today. Maybe tomorrow we'll create a new file. Okay, is it clear? Okay, I'm just opening the ArcMap file. So you all are now aware of multiple sources of base imagery, adding data, or the layer file that I have shared, or Google Earth Pro, but you need to learn digital georeferencing for it, or Terra Incognita, right? So we are going to start working on the same file, and today we are going to start mapping things. Can somebody tell me Terra Incognita imagery that we have downloaded yesterday is a raster data or a vector data? Anyone?
Raster data.
Raster data.
Raster.
Raster data, raster data. Now today what are we going to make? We are going to make shape files. Now shape files are raster or vector?
Vector
Shapefiles
data.
is vector.
Vector
Vector.
data.
See, this is how you open the previous file. You see all the previous files like very recent files. Not every file that you have worked, but recent files. Maybe last 6, 7 files you'll see. So this is the file that we were working, right? So I've just opened it. Okay, so this is what we have downloaded yesterday, right? So this is a raster file. We can use our base map also. We can use our world imagery map also. And I'll tell you how to search your location also after this part. Okay. So first let us do in the first segment of today's session, what are we going to do? We are going to learn how to make shape files. Shape files means how we can start mapping from the scratch, like how we can make points, polygon, polyline. Okay, is it clear? This is what we are going to do. And don't worry, the steps are clearly written in the PPT also. You can refer to the recording for practice or PPT. You can see the steps are written, how we can create shape files. Okay. So let me teach you how to do it. Now please pay attention on the screen while doing it. First of all, you need to switch on your editor toolbar. If it is not switched on, you just simply going to right click on your standard toolbar and switch it on. See, I'm switching it off and then switch it on. Editor toolbar. It may appear here or somewhere. Please drag it properly on your standard toolbar. Okay? Is it clear, everyone? Clear? This is important. This is how we are going to tell GIS that we want to edit something, that we want to edit buildings, edit and make buildings, water bodies, rivers, any feature, roads, railways, whatever you want to map. Okay. So we are starting the mapping from the scratch. We are not relying on any open data portal. We are going to start the mapping from the scratch. Okay. Now see, please pay attention on the screen how I'm going to make shape files. We'll simply going to go to catalog. Okay. So whenever we are making a shape file, it will be saved somewhere, right? Do you all agree? कहीं पर save होगी हमारे PC में shape file. If Anika is making roads, so she'll be saving it somewhere. So this is how you create shape files in GIS. So I have switched on my catalog, and in the catalog, if you remember, we have created the folder of October 2025, right? Inside this folder, I am going to create a new folder. So for creating a new folder also, you need not to go to your PC. You can create a new folder from here itself. See, right click, new and folder. And I want to name this folder as shapefiles. And I want to save all my shapefiles within this folder. All my shapefiles means whatever shapefiles I am working. If I am working on road, railways, water bodies, trees, I want to save it inside it. If you want to do it like very much structured data sets in your PC, if Diman wants to do it, so he can make multiple subfolders also. Like under shapefile, he can make roads ka folder, then railways ka folder, trees ka folder. Is it clear? So that kind of structuring can also be done. Is it clear what I have done? I have created a folder for saving my shapefiles. I hope there is no doubt. Okay. Now see how I am going to create the shapefiles. And don't worry, we'll be making 4 shapefiles. So you will understand the process. If you are not going to understand it for the first time, you'll understand when we are going to do 3, 4 times. Okay. See. So now shapefiles, we need to tell GIS this that under this folder we are going to create a shapefile. So see, you have created the folder. Now right click, go to new, and this time choose shapefile. This is how you communicate to GIS that I want to now create a shapefile. Okay, is it clear? Right click under the folder you want to create. New, go to shapefile. Now this dialog box will going to appear in front of you. It is asking what name you want to give. For example, I want to make water water bodies. Okay. So this is the name of the shapefile I want to give. Now, can somebody tell me what I need to select here if I want to map water body?
Polygon.
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 Polygon. So this is something you need to figure out. If you want to map roads, what kind of shapefile you
Line.
want to create? Point,
Polyline.
polygon, polyline, right? Okay, so polygon
Polyline.
in this case. Now there is one important thing which you should not what I can say, you should not leave it as it is. I'll tell you what. Can you see in the description it is written as unknown coordinate system? Can you all see? This is important while making a shapefile. Try understand that we have communicated the coordinate system for GIS file, but while making a shapefile also we need to tell GIS the coordinate system. Whether it is WGS 1984, GCS or PCS, anything, whatever you want to convey, but this is important. If you are not going to do this, you may be mapping it here, but it may not appear properly whenever you are going to open it next. Is it clear? Clear? So this is important. So you just need to give your name, the type, and you need to give your coordinate. So this is my coordinate. I have already added in the favorites. You already know how to add this, right? And just simply press press OK. Can you see my water body shapefile has been created? Okay. So similarly, you can create multiple shapefiles. Let me make multiple shapefiles today. I'm going to go to new shapefile. See, I'm just repeating the same process. This time I'm going to do building footprints. Or you can just simply call it as built up. Anything. Any name you want to give, okay? Can somebody tell me what feature type? Buildings.
Polygon.
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 And
Point.
no polygon.
No.
मैम बिल्डिंग के लिए तो पॉइंट दो पॉइंट होगा तो फिर वो
Square होगा ना बिल्डिंग.
स्क्वायर होगा ना, बिल्डिंग है. स्क्वायर और रेक्टेंगल और पॉलीगन सर्कल, राइट? See, Kaushal, if you want to do a landmark, then it is your choice to do point. But buildings we do as polygon. If you remember the day yesterday's PPT where we were discussing the base maps. Okay, so unknown coordinate system, this is something we need to change. Yeah, this is important. Okay, building footprint. So we have got building footprint also. Now, if we are not liking the color that water body is appearing as green, but we want to do it as blue, so you can just simply click on the color icon and choose your color. Is it clear how I am doing it? If you do not want to keep an outline, by default it is a gray outline of your polygon. If you do not want to keep an outline, you can just simply choose no color. Or for example, I want to keep an outline as white. Just for your understanding, I'm doing this. Okay, and simply press OK. Is it clear? Similarly, for buildings, if you're not happy with blue color, because blue is something we do not represent buildings with blue, right? Mostly we use red color to map built up. Okay, is it clear? So you can choose any color. You can choose any color, whatever you feel like. But if we go by standards, blue is for water, red is for buildings. Okay. You can also choose gray for buildings. There is nothing wrong in it because red is very stark. But if you check generally built up class in land cover, it is being shown as red color. Okay. Now let us make some point shapefile also. For example, see, now you know now how to create shapefiles. Right click, new shapefile, right? This time I am going to create for trees. Trees के लिए
point.
point. Okay. And then what next? Shall I press OK or anything else?
Coordination.
Yeah,
You
coordinate is important. Okay. This is something you should not forget. Okay. See, whatever shapefiles you are creating, everything you are going to manage through your table of content. Everything will going to appear in your table of contents. Clear, everyone? Now, if I'm not liking this blue color, small with black color boundary for trees, I want to do green. Okay, so just what you need to do in order to change the symbology, this is what we call as symbology, symbols, right? In order to change the symbology, you can just simply double click and change it. There is one S3 library available. If you want to choose any symbol from the library, that is also fine. Or if you want to give your own color, your own outline, that is also fine. Okay, clear? Okay, so let me choose this one maybe or this one, but not black color. Let us do green. Or you can just, in the case of point, we can increase or decrease the size of points. But you know, this is something, the size is something we should be deciding by formatting the sheet. Because 14 pointer may be good for A4 but not for A3 or A1. Okay, is it clear? It depends on the sheet size that you are plotting your map on, right? So no need to worry about it. We can do it while formatting the sheet. Now let me also make one or two more shape files. New shapefile. This time I want to do roads. I do not have railways here. That is why I'm doing roads. You can create any other shapefile also. Now tell me what I need to select for roads.
line.
line.
Polyline? Okay.
Polyline.
Anugrah, Anil, Dhiman, Karthik. Is it clear how we are creating shapefiles?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Coordinates and okay. Now, our work is done till here that we have created the shapefiles. Okay. Shapefiles create Karthik, right? This is the kind of work. Yeah, Karthik.
Some other options like multi-patch, what are they? Other than polyline, point.
Okay, that you can try out Karthik once you want to do, but it is something we rarely use. Like freehand sketch and everything, it is not very prominently being used in feature. This polygon, polyline, and point are enough. Okay, Karthik. So just try out at your end. Okay, this is clear how we can create shape files. Clear, right? Now this editor toolbar needs to be on. Now we have created the shapefile. We have asked GIS, okay, we want to map water bodies, building, roads, trees. Now we can start mapping. But how to tell GIS whether we are mapping buildings or water body or roads or trees? So this is where After creating the shapefiles, now you are going to command GIS that now I want to map water body. See how we can tell this to GIS. Whatever the shapefiles that you have created for water body, right click, go to edit and start editing. Okay, this is how you communicate to GIS that now I want to map water bodies. Start editing for water bodies. Is it clear? Clear?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So go to water body or any other shapefile, right click, edit feature, start editing. There is in my screen, there is no dialog box coming, but in your case, there can be a dialog box coming in front of you since you are using it for the first time. You just need to simply press OK or continue. Okay. If there is any kind of dialog box coming up in front of you, you can just simply press OK and continue. Okay, the moment we have started the editing, you can see our editor toolbar is enabled. It was disabled earlier. Now it is enabled. Can you see? Now we can click on icons, right? So editor toolbar is important for editing, for mapping anything. This is the basic toolbar that you require for mapping anything in GIS, okay? So we have asked GIS that start editing for water bodies. GIS has started editing. That means my editor toolbar is now enabled. You can check here also. Editing has started. Okay. Now, how to start creating features? See, if we go directly towards the end, yeah. Can you see this icon? It is written as create features. So you need to click on create features. You need to click your layer and you need to select what kind of feature you want to create. If you want to map a rectangle, circle, ellipse, or simply polygon. I feel polygon is fine in our case, right? So just simply select polygon, and the moment you select polygon, you can see your cursor is now converted into a plus sign. This is what we call as drafting cursor or editing cursor. Can you see? This means now we are in kind of drafting mode. Now we can start mapping. Is it clear? Don't worry, we are again going to do the same process for buildings, roads, trees. It will be on your tips. Okay? Okay, now pay attention how I am mapping. For example, I want to map this water body. So simply, first of all, please try to understand we are doing mapping for representing the features. We are not here to do map see, we are not doing design drawings. We are not doing architectural drawings here. We are not interested in understanding the elevations or the design or every curve. No, this is a representation. So you need not to be very accurate while mapping, but just try to do with accuracy without taking much of the time. Okay. See how I am doing it. Is it clear how I am doing it? Okay. You can just simply use your mouse. Please use mouse for doing such mapping parts. Okay. So you can just simply use your scroll button from the mouse to zoom in and zoom out. Is it clear everyone how I am mapping water body? And just keep on clicking. So this is actually your assignment after today's session to make a small map on GIS. Maybe 5 buildings, maybe 1 water body, maybe 2, 3 roads. Okay, this is how you'll understand that how to map from the scratch. Mouse is something which is quite important while doing all these things. See, because we can't just simply use, external mouse I'm talking about. We can't use mouse pad on the laptop and do it conveniently. See, for example, now I am done mapping. For example, I am done mapping. Now, how to tell GIS, okay, we are done mapping this water body? You just simply double click. So this is how you make one polygon. Is it clear? Clear, everyone? Just
Yes,
make one
yes, ma'am.
entity. Okay. Now, for example, I want to map another water body. So within one shapefile, you can make hundreds of polygons, hundreds of water bodies, hundreds of buildings, hundreds of roads. This is how we create maps in GIS. Is it clear, everyone? First, you need to create shapefiles. You need to start the editing. You need to create the feature, and then while creating the feature, you can create as many features as you want. I'll tell you from where we can manage these features. Okay. After this, first learn mapping. Okay, for example, I want to do my second water body. Done. Double click. Done. Now let me do my third water body. Is it clear how I am doing multiple features within one shapefile? I can do my fourth water body. See, this is what we call as digitization, right? This is how you digitize world features in polygons, and we can calculate areas. So I'll teach you how to calculate the areas also later on. Okay. Let me also teach you one or two more things. For example, you want to rotate some polygon. So you can use rotation also. See, I'm just teaching you all these icons, that these icons are also there. Okay. You can also move. See, can you see? Okay, so please explore the tools, please explore the icons which are there. I want you to explore these three icons also. Edit vertices. See, edit vertices से क्या होता है? If you want to edit any vertex. Is it clear? Reshape feature. Can you see? If you want to trim some part, you can reshape it. So please explore all the icons which are available here. Okay? Alright. If you want to do undo, you can do undo from here. Can you see undo and redo option? Okay, so these things are important while mapping. Now I'm done mapping water bodies. Now I want to map roads. Now how to do this? How to communicate it to GIS? That we are done mapping. For example, Karthik today, he has mapped 10 water bodies. Maybe he's just done for the day. Now he wants to do it later on. But he want to close the GIS. So now how he can communicate to GIS that we are done mapping water bodies. Now I want to map something else. So you remember we have started the editing. That is how we have communicated to GIS that we want to map water bodies. Similarly, now we are going to go to editor and stop the editing. Is it clear? But before stopping, this is recommended. By default also your edits will going to be saved. But this is recommended. You click on save edits and then stop editing. Clear? How you can map things. Okay? Let me zoom in some other area. Let us do this part, and let us try to do roads. Shall we do roads now? Okay. Can somebody tell me how to start the editing for the roads? How to communicate to GIS that I want to map roads? Also, I'm not liking this
Right
color.
click,
Yeah, right click.
edit
Right
features.
click and site start editing.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
started it. Okay. First of all, I'm not liking this color because I've never seen blue color ka road, right? It is not good, na? So just simply go change the color. You can choose any kind of road. For example, you are doing any boundary or any kind of other roads, railway network. So you can choose anything from the library also, or you can choose your own color also, and you can make your own libraries also. Can you see here? It is Esri library, and I have created my own library, Sajda. Is it clear what I'm talking about? If, for example, Karthik is not finding any color here, but he wants to keep on using the same symbology for his project. So he can, rather than doing again and again the color and thickness, he can save it. Let me show you. For example, I want to map roads in yellow color randomly, or maybe I want to map roads in orange color, but we do not do in orange. Okay. Roads are always like black, but later on, since we are working on a Google Earth imagery, so black may not appear or may appear properly. So for now, we are doing orange. Maybe later on, we'll change the color. Okay. While formatting the sheet. So if I want to do orange, and if I want to do it in 3 point, like this thickness. Okay. Now you want to save it as a library so that not again and again you want to create this orange color and 3 pointer. So you can save also as your library. Is it clear? You can just simply go to save as. We can say maybe mm road 1. This is the name that I want to give. Category is roads only, or polyline, anything. And it will going to be saved where your GIS is saved in your C drive. Finish. Can you see? My road 1 category is there. Now I can simply choose it from here. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Now let us try to do the start editing. Go to right click, go to edit features, start editing, and then here go to create features. In the create features, choose your correct shapefile. Roads. I want to map line. Okay. Now pay attention how to map roads. Again, roads, if you have ever seen master plans, regional plans, you must have seen that roads are always being marked as single line. Okay. But there are two ways of mapping roads. You can see that some people are mapping roads from edge to edge. That means they are creating two edges. Okay. Or some people, like, as per my understanding, we should be using center line method. Okay. So both ways are correct, but mostly you'll find the appropriate way of using of mapping roads is to use center line method. That means just use your center to map roads, the center of the roads. Is it clear what I'm talking about? Okay. For example, by mistake I have done this, so we can do undo also. Okay. Or we can do Control Z also on our keyboard. Okay. So this is not a very good resolution image that I have downloaded yesterday. See, one road is done, just double click. Now let me do another road. Is it clear how I am doing? And don't worry about curves and all. Wherever there is a curve, you do small pointers, it will be like curve only. Okay, clear? Now let me. So I just wanted to map these 3, 4 roads in order to show you. See. Okay, we can also do internal. You can see there is a snap property. Snap matlab it connects with your roads automatically. Can you see some kind of magnetic property is there? It is connecting automatically. So this is a good property that will allow you to merge. Maybe we can say connect the roads together. Okay. Okay. For example, you have done by mistake. This is wrong. So since it is selected, you can simply click delete on your keyboard also in order to delete it. Okay. For example, you have done this wrong. You simply delete it. I hope it is clear, everyone. I'm not sure how this load is going. Okay. So try to map roads perfectly of any particular area. For example, this. So this is how you map roads just for the representation. See, if I'm not liking orange color, we can change the color also. I want yellow. Okay, clear? So later on also you can change the color. If you want to delete any other element, for example, not this road you want to delete, you choose this uh, or you choose this one. Can you see these two icons? Select features, clear selected features. So this is selected for now. You just simply clear it or you can select any other feature. See, can you see how you can select the feature and delete it if you want to? Is it clear how we can map roads? Okay, now I am done mapping roads. I am saving the edits, stopping the editing. Now I want to map something else. So let us try to map trees now. Okay. Right click, edit features, start editing, then create features, trees. Okay. Points are quite easy to map because you just need to drop the points. For example, there are trees here. I know this is not a very good resolution image that I have downloaded from Terra. Okay. I hope you all have downloaded good resolution image. I just wanted to do it in class. That is why I chosen 250 meter. But I should have done 100 meter, 50 meter. Okay. Is it clear how I am mapping trees? This is again a representation of trees. Okay. So will you all be able to do a small map after today's session? Okay. Okay, so once you are done with your trees, then also similar process. So we have learned how to make the shape files, how to start editing the shape file. Okay, see there are trees here also. Very easy. Just simply drop your points. That is how you map trees. Or if you want to choose any other symbol for trees like triangle, that is also fine. It's a part of aesthetics. See, you can see other symbols also here. Can you see the stars, asterisk sign? So people tend to choose other symbols also. Okay, that is all up to you. I prefer just a circle. And don't worry about the increasing and decreasing size of these circles. Like I said, whenever we are going to zoom in and zoom out, this is not the correct area, or maybe we can say correct view to set your point size. But when we are going to do the layout now, then we are going to decide which point is looking fine, which point size is looking fine, or which line width is looking fine. Is it clear? So don't worry, abhi you can keep 20, 30, 40, anything, 18, 10, whatever suits you. Okay, see how I am panning the map. I am using this pan. Okay, I am not using scroll. This is a very common mistake people tend to do. They use scroll, and the moment you just simply push the scrolls, the scroller, your map will vanish. So you do not have to use this scroll and all. Okay, you use your mouse middle button or the pan hand here to move your map, and then simply zoom in and zoom out. Is it clear? Now let me also teach you how to map some buildings. Okay. Now we are done mapping trees, save edits, stop editing. You know how to do. Now let us try to also understand buildings. Again, same process, right? I hope now it is clear what I am doing again and again. Right click, edit feature, start editing. If any dialog box is coming, just simply press OK or continue. Okay, and then create features, building footprints. Now you can choose circle, you can choose rectangle, you can choose polygon. So buildings के लिए you can choose anything. Let me teach you polygon only first. Okay, so I've selected polygon. See, polygon is easy. For example, this is one of my building. Again, I am saying this is the representative features. This is not something you should be doing as per your building elevation, building design. If there is some kind of building which has so many cutouts, you'll be mapping this. No, this is not an architectural drawing. Is it clear? It is like just building representation by polygons, rectangle, circle. Okay. Okay, for example, this is one building. I know this is not a very good resolution. You should have downloaded good resolution image from Terra. Okay, like at least 100 meter or something for this extent. Yes, Abhay,
मैम इसमें ओपेसिटी कम नहीं कर सकते अपन?
कर सकते हैं, मैं बताती हूँ आपको। ठीक है, इसके
ओके
बाद
ओके मैम
ठीक है. For example, now we have done polygon. For this case, see there are so many cutouts here. It is not required. We can just simply do like this also if we feel like. Okay, double click, that means it's done. Okay, this is how you are going to map buildings. Let me do one thing. Just a second. Yeah, I'll just put up a clear imagery. Okay, nothing else. Okay, this one is more clearer, right? Let me just switch off my the earlier ones. Okay, you can remove also whatever it's not required. If you feel this is not required, you can remove also. Okay. See, it was not clearly visible, so हमने गलत mark करा है. You can simply delete also. So while doing built up, you should be opting for a clearer imagery. Okay, this is what I recommend. Yes, Karthik.
Ma'am, actually, we have downloaded a layer of the Bhopal. When we are adding the base map from ArcGIS itself, can we edit, ma'am, in the base map?
Yeah, yeah, why not? Like you are saying, we do not want Terra. We want to map on base map, right? This is what you're saying, Karthik?
Ah, yes, ma'am, yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
you
Can we
can,
edit
you
it?
can, you can. It's just that you can also use the layer file that I have shared, Karthik, which is more convenient to use rather than base map. You
Okay.
remember that I have shared a layer file? See, we
Ah,
can also map over this.
okay, ma'am. Okay, thank
It
you.
is just, Karthik, what we are doing. We are just taking a reference,
Okay.
right?
Actually, I got a doubt that editable option is there only in layer or in the base map. I got
No,
in doubt.
no, no, no. First of all, try to understand we are not editing base maps here. We are editing our shapefile. So
Okay,
how
ma'am.
does that
Okay,
matter? What is beneath it? What is below the shapefile?
okay, ma'am. Okay, understand.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Okay. But like I said, you should be using the same file, same Terra or Google Earth Pro or your base imagery. You should not be merging two, three things like how I have done right now, which is also not correct. Okay, so now let me teach you. Let me just switch this off. I'm using the same old one. Okay, so see, this is something what we are doing in Polygon. Now, if I want to do in rectangle, we can also map rectangle, the buildings in rectangle. Just choose rectangle. See, in rectangle, you just need to give two edges and then drag it. Is it clear how I am doing rectangle mapping? Okay, just do it on a clearer imagery of Terra. Okay, you can also choose circle if there is some kind of circular building. I think there is one overhead tank here, right? Is it clear? So try doing it with other options also, whatever the options are available. Okay, is it clear? Will you be able to map a small map with the features which are there? You can choose any area. Okay, tell me, are there any doubts? Shall we move to the next topic?
मैम
Hmm.
मैम जैसे रो हाउसेस होते हैं उसमें अलग अलग घर को अलग अलग मार्क करना रहता है
हाँ,
या
एक
एक
रो
पूरा पैच
नहीं,
को
अलग 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 अलग।
अलग अलग?
हाँ, लेट मी जस्ट शो यू, अगर हमें यहाँ पे कोई रो हाउसिंग मिल जाएगी तो आई एम जस्ट स्विचिंग ऑन दिस। यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस वन।
मैम मैम सेकंड की बिल्डिंग का फुटप्रिंट जैसा है उस शेप में ही अपन को मतलब
हाँ,
ब्लॉक
एक
मार्क करना
सेकेंड।
है या?
भरत पहले बताओ ये वाला, यू आर
हाँ मैम
आस्किंग
एक
दिस ना?
हाँ
सो
हाँ
इसमें हम
इस
ऐसे
सेट को
करेंगे, यू जस्ट फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड योर फर्स्ट क्वेरी। देखो, ठीक है, एक एक को करेंगे।
ओके मैम।
इज इट क्लियर?
जी मैम।
ठीक है, एक एक बिल्डिंग, बिकॉज इट्स इजी थोड़ा सा अंडरस्टैंड करने को व्हाट इज वन बिल्डिंग, बट हम इसको पूरा रो को नहीं करेंगे, दैट इज नॉट अ गुड प्रैक्टिस। वैसे नहीं करते हैं हम, ठीक है।
ओके
दूसरी
ओके
बात, व्हाट
मैम।
यू आर आस्किंग, एग्जैक्ट नहीं करना, जरूरी नहीं है, बिकॉज वी आर नॉट डूइंग आर्किटेक्चरल ड्राइंग्स। ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, सी, अगर हम इसको ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं, मैं कोई बिल्डिंग लेती हूँ, देन आई विल मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग। सम बिल्डिंग, देखो ये वाली जो बिल्डिंग है, कैन
जी
यू सी
मैम।
दिस इज अ हाउसिंग, राइट? सो इसको हम
यस
ऐसे
मैम।
ऐसे करने लगेंगे, पता कितना टाइम लगेगा हमें?
हाँ
It
मैम वो
will going
तभी
to take
पूछ
a
रहा
lot
था।
of time, na? But do you think it is required to be done like this? No, right? So we can just simply make a rectangle, because these
ओके
are
मैम।
all building representation. Are you understanding, Bharat? This is how we
ओके
do
मैम।
in planning or at a larger scale. We don't do elevation drawings here. Nobody
ओके
is
मैम।
interested, right? We just need to understand the footprint of buildings.
ओके मैम।
Okay? Tell me, are there any doubts or shall I move ahead? I need to tell you one more thing about attributes now. If you are done,
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
who ask.
Ma'am, in Kerala, no, it's very difficult to find. Sometimes the building and the trees are merged, so it's very
Camouflaging.
difficult to. हाँ, वो उस समय क्या करेंगे?
Uh, Actually, this is the only way to get a reference of what is there on earth, right,
हम्म,
Anita? So we need to just say, इस case maybe you can see there is a tree patch, but we can see buildings also, right? So we need to figure this out, or maybe later on you'll understand that we can refer master plans वगैरह भी for getting the land uses, but not the buildings. Buildings,
okay.
unfortunately, this is the only way. Yeah, Karthik is suggesting that we can go with drone data. That is also correct, but drone data are not free of cost, Anita, right? So there are options where
Yes,
you
ma'am.
pay and get very detailed level of imageries and all. Okay.
मैम भुवन पे जो पे करने का ऑप्शन आता है पे करके डाटा लेने का तो वो वर्क करता है या नहीं करता है?
भुवन पे नहीं आता है पे करने का, सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया पे आता है, राइट?
मैम भुवन पे लॉगिन करके कुछ आता है शायद, तो मैंने देखा था एक बार पहले।
You can send me the link, I'll check and get back to you for this. भुवन पे हमें फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट डेटा मिलता है कुछ कुछ, वो हम सीखेंगे अभी,
वो
कॉन्टूर मैपिंग एंड
डब्ल्यू
ऑल,
एम।
राइट?
ओके मैम।
हाँ हाँ, बोलो।
मैम वो डब्ल्यू एम एस आटा मिलता है ना, इमेज इमेज फॉर्म में
नो,
पूरा मिलता
बट
है।
WMS जो डेटा है ना, वो तो डेटा है ही नहीं। WMS इज अ सर्वर, यू नो व्हाट
हाँ
इज
मैम
गोइंग
सर्वर
ऑन?
सर्वर का है जो इमेज फॉर्म में फाइल मिलती है।
इमेज नहीं मिलेगा ना, सर्वर। हाँ ठीक है, इफ यू आर सेइंग कि इमेज भी मिल रही है, तो उससे आपका प्रॉब्लम कैसे सॉल्व हुआ?
हाँ मैम वही मेरे को जैसे शेप फाइल्स के लिए उनको वो बोलते हैं पे करके आपको मिल जाएगी, उनमें उसमें ऑप्शन आता है।
नहीं है, भुवन पे पे करके नहीं मिलता है। यू
मैं
कैन
आपको
सेंड
मैम
मी द लिंक, आई विल
मैं
टेल यू।
लिंक शेयर करता हूँ।
या Survey of India पे they ask you to pay. Bhuvan पे they give you whatever is there. You can just simply create your logins and download it. ठीक है?
ओके
As
ओके
per
मैम
my understanding. Still, if you have seen any kind of options on Bhuvan, you can send me a link. I'll go through. Okay?
ओके मैम
Okay. Is this thing clear, everyone? Shall we move ahead now? We can choose any other part also. For example, this part. See. This part. Okay, now I want to teach you one more concept. First of all, we are done with the shapefile part. We are done with the shapefile part. Now I want to teach you one more concept of attribute mapping. Let me switch the recording.